Hi guys, it's me Beata from horoscopesandreadings.com, and today I would like to continue my Synastry series, and today I would like to focus on Pluto in partner's first house. As you have probably noticed, I am making these videos very randomly, so sometimes I am even surprised about what I am about to shoot for you, but really I have decided to make this one because from my practice I can tell you that Pluto plays very significant role in synastry, in relationship astrology, and for a good reason, because Pluto is the most powerful planet, either in your birth chart or in relationship chart. It doesn't matter, because this planet still counts, okay? Even it is one of those outer planets, we can feel significantly Pluto in synastry, okay? So I already have my other video, Pluto in partner's 7th house, and I also have video about Pluto conjunct ascendant in synastry, and I would like you to pay attention also on Pluto conjunct ascendant in synastry, because I believe that there is, let's say, similar effect with Pluto in partner's first house and Pluto conjunct ascendant. So if you want to, you can check both of those videos and you will get a bigger perception about what is going on here, okay? So I believe the most important information for you, if you are a house person, would be that if someone has their Pluto in your first house, this person is very powerful and will affect you deeply, okay? So without even knowing anything else in your synastry chart, I can tell you that this person is very powerful, okay? So this is first important information which we have to consider. So another important thing here would be how Pluto person handles their Pluto, okay? This is really, really important. So if you are not, very familiar with astrology, you definitely should ask your astrologer to tell you more about this, because to me, planet Pluto can be very tricky. We know that planet Pluto rules 8th house, which is the house where are all our secrets, our bad decisions, our life-threatening events. It is also, house of sex, house of other people's money, and there is really pretty much everything we don't want to deal with, okay? So all unconscious stuff we have repressed and denied, it can be found in the 8th house, and Pluto rules this house, right? So if someone have their Pluto in your first house, this person is pretty much bringing all this stuff into your first house. So this person is pretty much making invisible visible or unconscious conscious for you, and this can also sometimes be very uncomfortable for most of the people. That's why it is very important for you to check Pluto person's chart, because it can go, let's say, two ways, at least for me. We can have someone who is very Plutonic themselves, but this person handles their Pluto very well, and we can tell it by that this person has Pluto in harmonious aspects to his personal planets mostly, so to Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars even, okay? So this is covered, and So Pluto is in good dignity, is in good aspect, and eventually is in good house. If all this happens to be a case for a Pluto person, then we can tell that this person handles Pluto very well. And you know, I don't want to go very deep here, so really I'm very general, and each case is individual, but I would like to, you know, give you some clues how to check it. So this was first guy who is very Plutonic but handles their Pluto very well. So if his Pluto lands in your first house, we can say that this person is still very powerful, but this person knows how Pluto operates, what Pluto craves, and how Pluto longs for transformation. But if a Pluto person handles their Pluto very well, then first house will indeed be transformed, but in a good way. Okay, so this will really be very beneficial for first house person. And you know, you have to consider that a first house is house of your overall personality, so it's really house of you. So you are in that first house, your whole, you know, facial expression, your body image, you know, your personality, right? Who you are, it's first house. And if someone has their Pluto in your first house, and this person handles their Pluto very well, you will definitely feel how impactful is this person on you. So you will feel and you will see their effect on you. So this Pluto person will try to advise you on many things, but in a good way, because he will still see your potential to be a greater human being and to be who you really are, okay? Because with Pluto we are still seeking the truth. So Pluto person will most likely seek the truth of who you are. And remember, this Pluto person really likes to dig deep, okay? So all your layers will be uncovered, and at the end of the day there will be just you, who you meant to be. And in my experience, this is actually role of Pluto, right? Because Pluto craves that intimacy, Pluto craves that deep connections. So at the end of the day, if Pluto person has great intentions with you, you will be transformed, you will be, you know, much bolder, much courageous, and much of who you really are, okay? So this one can go really well, but it all depends on Pluto person, because don't forget that it's really house person who feels the effect the most, okay? So it's really house person who is affected. Pluto person, he does all these things, but you know, he operates much more subtly, and that's why house person has that immediate reaction, but very same cannot be said about Pluto person, okay? So Pluto is that person who is making the transformation, and house person is the person who is receiving it, okay? Now, at the end of this video, I would like to tell you more about Pluto person whose Pluto is damaged, or about Pluto person who doesn't handle their Pluto very well. Okay, so at this case, we are talking about someone who has their Pluto in obviously very bad aspect, let's say to Sun, and when it comes to bad aspects, I would go only for square and opposition. So if someone has Pluto to Sun, Mercury, again Moon, Venus or Mars, or even Saturn. I would definitely add Saturn here. Then we can tell that this person is of course very Plutonic, but this person has power struggles or has problems with authority figures, with power, you know, with all these things which are very important in our society, with money, sex, occult things, with power. And of course this person has problems with control. And I believe that this, for me, would be number one threat when it comes to someone who doesn't handle Pluto well and has their Pluto in your first house. Because this person will be, first of all, very much controlling. Okay, this person will like to control your behavior, the way you present yourself, the way you look, the way you speak, the way you show up to the world. Okay, because this is who this person is. And you know, I don't know if you will agree with me or no, because sometimes it's just difficult to admit some things to us, especially if we are in love with someone. But really, if this person has damaged Pluto, then this person will not have best intentions in their heart for you, simply because this person he doesn't know how to work with these very heavy and difficult Pluto stuff in himself. Okay, so we really cannot expect this guy to be any different with you. So what can eventually happen is that this person will control you, will manipulate you, will be obsessed about you, but you know, in very unhealthy way, and will of course stalk you, and will really still try to be very domineering, but also very tough. And you know, if a house person is the person who is I don't know, empath, because this can really happen to people who are empaths and who are very sensitive and caring and giving. This can damage you, I'm telling you. Okay, because if Pluto person doesn't know how to deal with this stuff in himself, there's no way how he can be any different with you. So really keep this in mind. And you know, with Pluto planet or Pluto people or Plutonic people, Scorpio people, I believe the hardest thing is that they operate very subtly. You know, they are pretty much very quiet all the time, very secretive, very distant. And you can, you know, you can very well think that this person is just shy. But if someone has Pluto in your first house and this Pluto is damaged, trust me that things are not the way they seem with this person. Okay, so yes, still we have to consider whole Synastry chart, but to me this planet is so powerful in its core that that this is what I can tell you for sure. Okay, so hopefully this video was informative for you. If you like my content, you can subscribe to my channel, you can follow me on Instagram, and I'll be back next week with more videos. Have a good week. Bye bye.